All right, Mr. Barbera, that was amazing. Really.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming on our show in the first place. Well, we have some questions for you based on what you gave us here. So, how long have you been singing professionally?
Professionally, I've been singing for about 16 years now.
Wow, that's a long time. Did it take before you hit puberty to fully develop your voice?
Well, I've been singing all my life, really. Yeah, and I bought my first Dean Martin album back in 1964.
Wow.
And that's when I got hooked on Dean Martin.
That's amazing.
So
and I started singing.
Your role
then.
model.
Yeah, he's kind of my role model. Right?
Dean Martin, yeah, that was fantastic. I cannot
In
say
fact,
that.
I started singing a year after he died.
So, wow.
Dean Martin died in 1995.
Wow.
I started singing in 1996.
So, could you tell us some of the places you've performed?
Yes, when I lived in California, I did a lot of shows out at the California State Fair. In fact, I sang out there, I think it was 3 years in a row out there. And I did a lot of corporate shows and benefit shows, a lot of benefit shows also. I also sang out at one of the Indian casinos in California. It's called Jackson Rancheria, and that was a lot of fun singing out there. And since that time, then I've lived in Idaho for the last 8 years, and I've mainly been connected with the Nampa Civic Center, and I've sang a lot of benefit shows out at the Civic Center, and a lot of things around town also.
So, anyways, they call you Ron Dino?
Yeah, that's kind of that's a funny story. One of the four lads, Harry Duval is his name. If anybody remembers the four lads way back in the 50s, 60s, he's the one that gave me the name Ron Dino. My name's Ron, but he says, "Hey, you sing like Dean Martin. You should be Ron Dino." So I says, "Hey, I'll go for that. That sounds pretty good." So I've kept that all these years.
This picture, how long ago was this taken, this picture?
That picture was taken probably 10 years ago, when I was much younger and handsomer.
Oh, don't be too hard on yourself. So, so I'm guessing Dean is your favorite to sing, but who rivals him? I mean, what is your second favorite person to sing songs from?
Well, Frank Sinatra, of course, yeah. Frank Sinatra, they call him the chairman of the board. And everybody followed Frank Sinatra, of course. Dean Martin was with him on the Rat Pack, along with Sammy Davis Jr.
Sammy Davis, he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he was the chairman. But as long as singing goes, Frank Sinatra's my mentor also, Dean Martin #1. And then, of course, Tony Bennett. And he's still singing at the age of 85, believe it or not.
Oh, Jocelyn has a question.
Yes,
what was the first song you've ever sang?
Exactly. The song I just sang. Everybody Loves Somebody Sometime.
That was the first song you ever heard and you started singing it?
Right.
Since you were younger?
So I'm guessing it has a lot of sentimental value.
Like when I was in my 20s.
Oh.
Wow.
3 years ago.
Funny, you have one of those aging potions. Make yourself
do it.
Look older on the outside.
A lot of booze and a lot of cigarettes. I don't drink.
Live it
Get
up.
the job done. So, what was your favorite place to perform when you were?
Probably the best gig I ever had was out at the California State Fair.
Really?
Yeah.
How many people were there to watch you?
Oh, thousands of people.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the California fair for the whole state of California.
You didn't get nervous, did you?
No, I never get nervous. I'm not nervous at all.
So you have those lyrics down pat too, man.
No, I remember performing violin. The stage light actually helped because the lights would blind me so much that I wasn't able to see the audience. I'm like, nobody's here except me.
And when I first started performing, I started doing hula dancing, and it led into singing as I started writing. And I was so scared at first, but as long as I knew I had support and everything, I was fine. And I just started singing and songwriting. So.
Great, yeah. Well, actually, a good way to do it too is if there's 1,000 people out there, you just pick out one person and you sing to that person. And the other ones don't even exist.
So like dedication.
Makes it simple. Yeah, you're less nervous. Right.
It's really, that was something special. That was amazing. I mean, I've listened to D Martin before, and that was near spot on. That was
Thank you. Yeah.
very good.
I was speechless. I was jaw-dropping.
Well, I have another song for you, a Frank Sinatra song, "Fly Me to the Moon." If you want me to do it now or later, that's fine.
If you could do it now, that'd be fine.
Sure, I could do it right now if
All right.
you want. Sure.
Go
Let's
ahead.
hear it.
Back up.
Of course, Frank Sinatra, chairman of the board, and I picked out this song, "Fly Me to the Moon," because it's a great song. Here we go. Among the stars, let me see what spring is like on Jupiter or Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Here we go. How about that band, folks? Just like Las Vegas, I tell you. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, you. Thank you.
All right. Ron Lava Bear, everybody. Thank you very much.
Round of applause, people.
So, back to the regular script. The Titanic, 100th anniversary of the tragic Titanic incident, and they made the movie 3D. Whoop-de-doo! Sam has a little spoiler for you.
Oh, yeah, Kate Winslet, her character is still an ignorant bee. But
still
you
wanna go
also
see the
get
movie.
to see her in the necklace scene in 3D, so.
And people dying in 3D is a hell of a lot more
Yes.
entertaining than in 2D.
Yeah.
I still want to go see this. I still
Why?
want to.
Why?
Because I haven't seen the real one.
So, well, a waitress in Denver Minnesota, got a $12,000 tip, and the cops tried to cash in on it because it was drug money.
What do you buy with that much?
Well,
Oh.
according to drug dealers,
Well.
even kindness is a commodity.
Let's go get high.
On kindness.
Oh-ho!
So, also in drug news, an Idaho judge was was guilty as charged for being high on pills. Apparently, the judge was guilty beyond the placebo of a doubt.
Puns aren't funny.
Well, we gotta end on a strong joke. As always, even in this weird warm winter, Whitney Houston had no trouble finding her snowblind friend. Thank you for watching. Shut up and listen. I'm Eddie Bitton.
And I'm Sam.
And I'm Jocelyn.
Thank you very much. Be back here, same time, same place next week.
wonder if I can find any cat videos on here. Come here, little kitties. I promise not to cut your heads off. I'm back, and I'll get them. I'll get them all of their right ears. Yes.
Oh, an iPhone.
Ah.